Hello YouTube, we are the Nerdy Tribunal. Joined with me today is Ernest, Victor, and Tom. Today we're going to talk about kind of something that stems as a result of after watching Infinity War, is kind of what happens in Ant-Man and Wasp. They make some pretty clear distinctions about the timelines. It helps sort the timeline out because of what happened in Infinity Wars. So again, if you haven't watched it, please go watch it because there'll be some spoilers. Probably a lot.
It's all spoilers.
It's all spoilers. So
Everyone dies.
If you're watching this before you watch the movie, you have to question some of your priorities in life. I really believe that you don't.
Chances you watched it is $1 billion.
That's true. You can't contribute your
left $18.
Yeah.
Or how much, whatever that is.
Oh,
no. It's
so,
cheaper than gas.
So what I want to talk about today is, given the information we got from Infinity Wars, what do we think Ant-Man and the Wasp would be, not just about the movie, what transpires in Ant-Man and Wasp, and how that transfers to Avengers 4. So we know that they're not there in the movie because we didn't physically see them, so they weren't part of this battle, so they're not introduced to the whole idea of Thanos, the Black Order, the Infinity Stones. They don't know about this specific situation because they're never a part of it.
They probably only know about if they saw the news, if they're not about an attack in New York.
Yeah.
That's it.
At best.
Like we knew with that typical Marvel one-liner, it's hey, where's Scott and Clint? It's like, oh, they took the deal.
Yeah.
And they're
on house arrest, right?
To be with the family.
To be families under house arrest, right?
House arrest.
Yeah.
Great. We know where they are.
That's what they literally said in the movie, right? Sorry.
Literally all they said.
Okay, good.
And you're like, oh.
Okay, so we know that now, because of that, Ant-Man and Wasp will exist either likely slightly before, not necessarily afterwards, or concurrently. One or the other, right? So slightly before, concurrently, or not maybe a little bit after, but I really don't think that.
I feel like, I don't know, a lot of most Marvel movies don't take place before, right? I can't think of any.
I don't know.
Like before Infinity War?
Before the movie that just came out. So like, it's always after.
Marvel specifically, no, but they did that with Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
That story went before Civil War.
That was the beginning part when we talked about
Yeah.
But it didn't have only the beginning. It's just they gave you a backstory and then it was after.
Yeah.
The only one that really is before is Captain Marvel, because that's supposed to be people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not out yet.
Yeah.
Right? So far, Marvel doesn't really do that. And with Captain Marvel, because it's not on Earth, well, it is, but when you're going back so far into the 90s, so far, it's...
Shut up.
But it's like, it's easy to be like, oh, okay, we're like, timeline doesn't weird us out now.
Yeah.
It's easy. But with Ant-Man, it's so close that I feel like it might take place after, and maybe at the beginning they're like, oh, we were in the multiverse.
Like, that's why I say maybe a little bit after. I can't foresee it being significantly after.
We gotta see exactly what was the timeline from the last movie to Infinity War, like not like before Ant-Man. So
Black Panther.
Yeah.
That was.
Or even like I guess you gotta look further back from what happened at the end of Civil War to the beginning of Infinity War. How long was that time period?
Oh, they said
they said
4 years, I think.
No, it said 2 years. It was actually same as real life.
Oh,
I remember that.
Okay.
I remember that specifically.
So that means he's been house arrest for quite a long time, and so you can easily show like during that time what he was doing at home.
Yeah, like I don't think it'll be really way before. I think it'll be just the days leading up to it, or it happens literally concurrently. Like, as the shit's happening in New York, wherever Scott Lang is, it's happening in the city. Because...
I can see him having it on a screen.
Just CG the flying donut thing.
Into it, right?
Or it's like, are they in New York? I can't remember. Ant-Man's not in New York, right?
They don't have to be anymore.
No, just before, in the first one.
Is this San Fran?
No, they're on the West Coast, isn't it?
Yeah, it was somewhere else. It might be San Fran, right? Maybe?
Yeah, I think they're San Fran.
I don't know, that truck.
Anyways, no, so like I can see that.
What did you on news?
Yeah, you see on the news count, and it's just like, oh, attack in New York.
Yeah,
alien.
Yeah,
And you're like, and then Scott is like, or Hanks, and you're like, oh, typical. Avengers, right?
Yeah.
You know,
He could
and
be.
that's it.
He could be a hater, like an Avengers hater, which would fit
It's
in.
not even that. It could just be like walking. Like you can be like, oh, ants crawling on newspaper. And the newspaper is just like, oh, terrorist attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just see it on a TV moving because that means it's happening at this moment.
Yeah.
People were like, "Oh, I remember this. It just happened back in April."
Yeah.
And then their story progresses.
Yeah.
And then they get into the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Where nothing gets like they're not part of the universe, right?
Yeah.
And then once they're in there trying to find Janet Van Dyne,
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Hankman's wife. And it's like everything happens, they don't die, they come out, and it's like, what the hell happened?
Everyone go,
right?
kind of thing, right?
And I can see something like that happen because if it's happening at the same time, not in New York, none of the attacks happen anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's not, just.
And it's understandable because you see this attack on New York, it's like, well, that happened a couple years ago, so this is not so explicitly surprising, right?
The thing is, if the movie takes place after what happens in Infinity War, it's kind of like what a lucky coincidence that everybody in the movie survives.
And
I think it's like halfway, right?
And that's why I just like immediately thought about
Yeah.
it, where it's like it's happening at the same time. I think.
Yeah, like, I would say like everything happening right before he snaps his finger,
Yes.
and like the movie ends like kind of right when he does it.
Yeah, a lot of these movies happen within like a couple days, right?
I think they can get away with even they come out of the quantum realm after the snapping. Like, I'm calling it that.
Well, it just depends on what happens in the actual movie. Right?
Yeah, because I think a lot of the beginning was like the beginning is going to be like explaining Wasp's kind of suit and showcasing her, and then it becomes them finding a way to get into the quantum realm, and someone likely is trying to steal their tech, right?
I feel like that because think about this: next movie's coming out is Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, 1990, Avenger 4.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna at least explain to a certain extent why they're gonna get involved with the other Avengers at this point.
Well,
it's
going to be a typical Marvel thing where it's like,
just like they did with Civil War, right? When they're leading up to it.
They can do it so many ways. Like if you want to do the quantum realm thing, like come back to where's everybody? You can end it off like people start disappearing around them. There's so many ways that they can do it.
Yeah, they'll read in the paper because people are alive.
I wonder if anybody's gonna be in a cameo, like just one of the Avengers.
Well, it's possible. Where at the end, where it's like,
Scott, get here
help.
now, kind of thing,
like
right?
Vulcan die.
Yeah,
Yes,
well, yes, he did.
okay.
Yeah.
It could be like Clint calling him.
Clint calls him because
oh my
Cap
God.
calls him.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, like,
No,
we need your help.
No,
Are you
Natasha.
alive?
Natasha knows that where Scott is. I guess think she's the one that gave the news.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they know where everyone is when this shit happens. They don't call like, Scott, where were you? We're calling you like shit just broke down, right?
Like, just checking out. Are you alive?
Yeah, are you alive? Yeah, something simple as that. I think that's how they're going to draw them back.
Yeah,
Scott Lang's not the issue, but pulling them in. It's how they're going to tie in. I guess they'll go back to the pager scene, like for Captain Marvel, to pull them in. It's like, oh, Earth needs help. Leave Kree planet, come save you, or wherever the fuck Brie Larson is at that moment.
It's so
right?
easy because Marvel is predictable, but not. You don't know what's going to happen in the movie, but you
goddamn
know.
trailers when they cut things out. That's the,
No, but you know.
Damn Russos.
You know they're going to tie it in easily. It's so
and
effortless.
so and the thing is, even when they use the cheap kind of
but
lazy way out, I'm still like, fine, I can see that was great.
But it's not right? It's so brilliant because it's just like Avengers was.
Sometimes you just don't want to admit it.
I think
Avengers is like, oh, they took a deal. I get it.
Yeah.
I think we all have a kind of anybody that really follows them, so you kind of have an idea that okay, they might do this, they might do that. It's like, oh shoot, are they gonna really feel like? Are they really gonna go far left, or it's gonna be kind of close to what you think it's gonna be?
Yeah.
A lot of times it's the most simple answer. That's why it's funny.
Yeah.
Most of them are like that.
Yeah, we have all these big conspiracy theorists online, and people that are just theory crafting, and it's like, oh no, there's that house arrest. That's where they are. I'm like, shitballs. That makes sense.
That's true,
we speculated hard
about where
how the Ant-Man and Wasp gonna work after Infinity War. It's like, oh, they weren't there.
They literally weren't.
We thought they were there.
Yeah.
We just assumed they're going to be in the.
Yeah.
That's true
War.
though. We speculated a lot about Infinity War and we screwed up on the Soul Stone part. Just to let you know.
Everyone screwed it up.
You got it all.
But no one knew, like.
Oh no, that was left field. Like so.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
That was so random.
But it's so simple because like you don't need to have it somewhere we've already seen.
Yeah, it's fun if
You
it
could
was.
have it somewhere random.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
But Red Skull surprised everybody.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure. But
Yeah.
but anyways, Ant-Man and Wasp, I think happening at the same time, and all it takes is maybe because we didn't see Hawkeye
No, we
in,
didn't physically see him.
Infinity War, so
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he might make a cameo with a end credit, maybe with Cap, and it's like, hey, because
Get your ass here
because
now.
the one that got him last time was Hawkeye.
Yeah.
The thing is, because if you look into the set pics of Avengers 4 and whatnot,
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Yeah.
yeah, it's like apparently he's supposed to be in Japan fighting fucking ninjas or some shit. So I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a Japan
As Ronin,
scene.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Japan scene. I think Scarlett Johansson was in that scene.
So I can see maybe like Black Widow going to
Yeah, it's gonna grab him, yeah.
and then someone else is getting Scott. So
Because
It's so simple, anyone could grab it.
because they did mention that Avengers 4 is it's a while after he snaps his
it's
finger,
supposed to be
right?
a while after. We don't know exactly the
Yeah.
exact.
What's
timeline.
considered a while, right? Because it will take them time. In our other video, we talked about like there might be a lot of tech involved.
They need
It's
to
going to
regroup.
take time. They will
Well,
need time.
they
to
have
regroup.
time.
Yeah.
Well, think about it.
If Styles is doing shit all,
if
then
Hawkeye
yeah.
becomes if Hawkeye becomes Ronin,
Yeah.
for him to lose his, let's just speculate if he loses his
He's likely to
kids,
lose his family. Yeah.
that's a transition, right?
Maybe he's looking for the hand.
Oh my god, this is how the Netflix people come in.
Please no.
Why not?
Actually, I like Luke Cage. Luke Cage 2 coming out soon.
Iron Fist just started.
Iron
the
Fist-
film.
I hope they stop
Iron
filming
Fist is
immediately.
It's
I
a different
thought
director. It's
I thought
okay.
it's done.
It's it. They just
Yeah.
wrapped
Yeah,
it
it's,
up.
it
Anyways,
should have been
let's not talk
permanently
about
done.
that right now. But
Sorry.
yeah. So like, I'm thinking of how. Honestly, I'm thinking about this too much now. Where it's like, how
We're
are they?
caught in the same-
Who's going to grab him? And I feel like it might be War Machine because it's funny.
And it's affordable.
Well,
It's affordable.
no, I think it's just funny because it's like, oh, you're the giant guy that like threw me last time.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
'cause it's just Marvel likes to throw in jokes.
Yeah.
They're not that serious. Even in this serious Avengers movie, there are a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
I used to see like a phone call, and be like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?"
Yeah.
Oh, Cap, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. I can see Paul Rudd doing his Paul Rudd kind of
I
like
can yeah.
kind of geeking out. Sorry, like a fanboying
Oh
it
my
up.
God, you calling me, Cap? What's up?
Or
It's like,
it's
oh.
like the Hulk.
But,
It's
but
like,
you know
oh my
what?
God,
The funny thing is
Hulk.
like because Hawkeye didn't show up, I feel that he might have a larger like his chances are higher that he might cameo
In the
next
movie,
one,
right?
yeah.
I think that's a very
I
fair way
think it's
to,
a good way of
And-
being like, hey, I'm still around.
I'm
to
not
remind people like
I'm not dead.
I'm
like-
not dead
It's
because
like, we'll be in Avengers. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, because everyone asks about. Remember those posters? Everyone's like, I can wait for Ant-Man. No, Ant-Man was not in any one of those posters. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the glove, on like
you
something.
could have been anywhere in those
The-
posters.
It's so funny because Marvel's such a troll because it's like people looked at posters, not just one poster, and went, I think is Ant-Man in here somewhere? Like
Like
it's not where's Waldo?
I found him.
Marvel has developed some sort of like ability to make us all paranoid about anything they do
Mhm.
because we can't trust our own instincts, nor can we trust them. Because time and time again they've lied to us.
They
and
can't
we've-
even trust their own actors.
But they're not
okay?
even. They're not
I don't
even
blame
lying.
them.
That's the
Stop.
thing.
Yeah.
That's true.
They didn't lie about the posters. They never said Ant-Man was in it.
Yeah.
They just said there were 60-some characters, and then people saw a shadow. It's a shadow, and people were like, "Oh, it's Ant-Man."
It could be like a speck of
Not
dust.
Ant-Man. Yeah,
Oh shit, it's Ant-Man.
and, or it's the pixels on the the poster.
Someone forgot to erase a line. It's
And
Ant-Man!
then
Yeah, it's,
when you actually see Paul Rudd in a poster, that's fake. It's
Yeah.
like
No.
it's not him.
No,
That's someone else.
Photoshop.
That's got to be
Bullshit.
Mystique being Ant-Man. Enter X-Men into the MCU. Like
oh,
that's
no,
what's going to happen.
I don't
Watch.
want that to happen.
Anyways, we'll wrap this discussion up. Let us know what you think about how Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to interact with the Infinity Wars in their own movie. And also in the comments below, let us know what kind of role they play. Any of the characters in the Ant-Man and Wasp movie.
Small voice.
Ah, fuck, that was terrible. Any roles that they play in the Avengers 4 movie coming out next year. So thank you for watching. Please like our video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media,
Watch it.
and have a good night. Thank you.